Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Gaming Quitter, the most delicious quitter of them all. Today we're going to take a look at the Gala Dragalia that has been announced today. And let's just say it's bonkers. Like the new... I don't even know what to say about this. You know that Shadow is a really powerful element. And apparently it's going to be even stronger with this. I have the announcement video for the Gala Dragalia open right now. I would say let's take a look at it together and then we will talk about the new units. I'm gonna make it full screen. The theory right now is that we will get a Gala Dragon every time a Master Agito is coming next month. That's a theory my buddy Orthodox already had, I think, when Gala Mask came out. And apparently he was right, because this time we are getting a new Gala Dragon, and we will probably get Master Kaya next month. And yeah, this time we get what was her name? It's a dragon of Chelle's, the Chelle's dragon, more like a cat, I guess. And as you can see, she already appeared in some stories, and she's pretty much like her pact-bound human. It's a Cat Sith, I think? Cat Sith, yeah, okay. And she's dragon element, she's shadow element. And let's pause right here. These are the units from the new event that's currently running. And just like last time with Gala Leaf Spanner, the new units are on rate up here too, which is awesome. And I am definitely going to pull for them. Especially Catherine, because I really like her character. She's super cute and I need her. Also, she's a lance. And I don't really have a good lance unit yet. I don't have Sainfried build. And I also don't have Fjorm build. So... it looks good. Her kit also is super interesting for me, because I am someone who loves playing Chrom, and she appears to be kind of similar to Chrom. Also, we get a new dragon, and yeah, let's just say this one is definitely the one going to pity break all of us, and we are not going to be happy about that. But let's take a look at the units themselves. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. And yeah, though Cat Sith is obviously the star of the show in this banner. It's a dragon sworn to Chelle, who enjoys people watching and midnight walks. Her cute exterior belies a mischievous caprice, and she treats untrusted people as playthings. Her callousness and passion match her pact-bound human. Cute dragon, she looks really cool, but she is strong. Her skill is Elegant Artifice and deals shadow damage to enemies directly ahead for 10 seconds, which is already bonkers. And I'm really excited to see the mods on this one. Her abilities are just mind-blowing. So if the user is attuned to shadow, it increases the damage dealt by the user's next 15 skills by 180% at the start of the quest. Every 25 hit combo will increase the damage dealt by an additional skill by 180%, and a maximum of 15 of this skill damage increasing effect can be stored for use, and any excess will be discarded. So that means you can have 30 skills with 180% damage increase, which is just crazy. Like, Shadow was already a super strong element, and now it's going to get even stronger. Like, I'm pretty sure that units like Veronica are just going to be able to blast Cayenne into oblivion with that. But that's not it. If the user is attuned to Shadow, increases the damage dealt by the user's next 8 skills by 180% when the user's shapeshift is undone. So if I understand this correctly, you get a damage increase of 360% for the next 8 skills you use after you're done with your shapeshift. So characters like Forte, who shapeshift a lot, are going to be massively insane and strong. So this is just crazy. I'm kind of worried about Master Cayenne by this point, because they're going to have to increase his HP so much so that he can at least live for a few seconds. But that's not even it about this dragon. It's crazy, because while shapeshifted, Gala Cat Sith's standards attack deal damage to enemies in the area and inflict sleep. So you can also inflict sleep just by attacking. Like, how broken is this character? It's crazy. And they also explained the buff count for her. Even if the buff applied by Gala Cat Sith's skillful trickery ability has stacked, it will count as a single buff for skills that are altered by the number of buffs affecting the user. So that means that characters that use... Okay, I'm a bit confused by this, I'm not gonna lie. And I haven't had any coffee yet, so that's probably the reason why. So yeah, only for her you should summon on this banner, like 100%. It's not like you need her to clear any content right now for Shadow, but she's going to be meta for Master Cayenne for sure. Pretty sure it's going to be the case, and she will probably just make stuff way easier. And she's also cute, so definitely summon for her if you can. It's just a crazy good dragon. Styx, not so much. Let's just say it's kind of disappointing. His skill skill is Frigid Blast, deals water damage to enemies in a line. Damage will be increased based on the number of Ice Spirit stacks the user has. Ice Spirit stacks are gained through Styx's normal attacks and can stack up to 3 times. All Ice Spirit stacks will be consumed when the user uses a skill or when their shapeshift is done. So this basically means that you, just like usually if you go into Dragon form, you most of the time just use the skill and then you want to get out of Dragon form ASAP. In this case, you are going to attack the enemy for a few times and stack up the Ice Spirits, and then you use your skill so you can do massive damage. I really hope that the mods on this attack are really good, because otherwise I'm not entirely sure if this dragon is that good because of the ability it has. If the user is tuned to water, increases the damage of the next attack skill by 50% for every 15 seconds that pass. This buff can stack up to 4 times. All stacks will be lost upon using an attack skill. So that means that you could wait for a minute until you use an attack skill to have a 200% damage increase on your skill. And it's actually not that good. Like, waiting 60 seconds, it's a whole minute, not using any attack skills. I don't really know. Like, that's not good. There's also no strength buff with this dragon. There's no skill damage buff in general or anything. Like, it's just this. And it doesn't sound too good. Really, it doesn't sound too good. So Styx is gonna pre-break all of us, and I'm entirely sure I'm going to lose my mind on this. Maybe this dragon will be good on the new characters, but I really don't think that Styx is going to be a really good dragon. Like, even Vojanoi is probably better because you get a strength increase with it. So yeah, not entirely sure on Styx, whatever. So who I am excited for is Eugene, or Deku. He is a cool character. I just like his personality, and he's a water sword, 5-star, and he has a Yu-Gi-Oh card as a skill 1. But it's super interesting. I'm excited to see how this will play out, because it's is he a support unit? Yeah, he's a support unit, and yeah, I'm just gonna read the skill 1. Creates a buff zone that lasts for 10 seconds and activates skill shift. Phase 1 increases the strength of adventurers inside the buff zone by 20%. Phase 2 increases the strength of adventurers inside the buff zone by 20% and increases their flame resistance by 8%. And Phase 3 increases the strength of adventurers inside the buff zone by 20%, increases their flame resistance by 8, adds 20% to the modifier applied to their critical damage, grants the user the check effect, and immediately readies the checkmate skill for use. Whew! So Phase 3 just makes all units in the fight extremely strong. I'm sorry, I just bumped the mic. Really sorry about that. And I really hope that, like, if this stacks, like, if you can create, like, I don't know, if it doesn't say if the check effect can be stored. Oh, no, it doesn't say if you cannot stack this. So if you have 2 Eugenes on it, you could technically have a strength increase of 40% and 40% to the critical damage, but not entirely sure on that. But it sounds like it could be. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but could work. So his second skill is the Checkmate skill. Deals water damage to enemies directly ahead. This skill can only be used when the user has the check effect, and using it will consume 1 check, and you can stack 2 check effects. So you can use this twice in a row if you want to. So his kit seems like kinda like Crom, for example, where you have to use skill 1 3 times until you can use your skill 2, and but it's kind of better because you can also buff the other adventurers doing that. This is bonkers. I'm really excited to pull him. He's buffing the others. I'm pretty sure his skill 2 won't be too strong, but we'll have to see about that. What I'm not entirely sure is why this one is the shareable skill and not skill 1, but okay. His co-ability is Dragon Haste plus 15%, and Chain co-ability is Dragon Claws 6, which increases your strength up to 3 times per quest. His abilities are Critical Hit, Inspiration level up 2, which is really, really cool. It's a really nice way of implementing the inspiration mechanics. It increases the user's inspiration level by 1 stage each time one of the user's attacks is a critical hit. After activating, this ability will not activate again for 10 seconds. This is awesome because with the Agato weapons, you have a higher chance of scoring crits, I think. Wait, let me check that for a second. Yeah, so with the new Water Agato weapons, you have a way higher critical rate, and that means that you can probably activate this ability a lot. And once you're inspired, you have 5 inspirations levels. You do a 100% guaranteed crit, which you can use to use his Checkmate skill, and hopefully deal a lot of damage. He's a stun resistant character, and he also has the I guess 70%. And when he's above 70%, he has 30% more defense, which is okay. Not a bad thing to have. So definitely a good character. He doesn't have Bog like Summer Celiera has, for example. And I'm not sure if there are other... Yeah, Halloween Odetta is also a valid and viable water plate. Sander, not so much, not in the current content. Maybe he'll get a really cool 7TMC. So he seems to be a really good character. If you are lacking in water units, definitely pull for him, because I think right now, it's with the Gala and all, it's the best chance to get him if you really, really want him. And now we're talking about the character that I really want, Catherine. Gosh, I love her design so much. I love the character and the event so much, and I'm not entirely sure about her kit for now, but yeah, let's just talk about it for a sec. Her first skill is Beck and Call, increases the user's strength by 20% for 10 seconds and grants the user the Perfect Escort effect. The Perfection Embodied ability buffs the user based on the number of Perfect Escort stacks they have, up to a maximum of 3 stacks. So from what I can tell, that the more you use this, the stronger you get. And you also collect these stacks, and you can use these stacks to use your second skill, Perfect Order. Deals water damage to the target and nearby enemies. Damage will be increased based on the number of Perfect Escort stacks the user has. Using the skill will consume all Perfect Escort stacks. So it means you will probably deal a lot of damage with this, I hope. Especially when you use it after using your skill 1, because then your strength is already buffed by 20%. Kinda also reminds me of Chrome. Google Chrome. So her kit isn't as complicated as Eugene's kit is, but this just kind of seems more straightforward. Like, just use skill 1 over and over until you can use skill 2. Her core ability is increasing your HP by 15%. This is also something I really like. If a team member is attuned to water, increase their strength by 13% when the combo count is 10 or higher, is her chain core ability. So she's also good on the back line if you're using, like, I don't know if she's good for Tiki. You can have more HP and more strength. I think she could be good on the back line for Tiki, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Probably better to have someone else. But, yeah. Her abilities are Perfect Embodied, 2. Buffs the user's standards, attacks, Force Strike, and the Perfect Order skill based on the number of Perfect Escort stacks they have. Oh yeah, that's the one it was talking about right here. So it means your normal attacks and Force Strikes will also be stronger the more stacks you have. So it kind of makes sense to maybe even wait a little bit before you use your Perfect Order skill. Perfect Order skill. Not entirely sure on that. We'll have to see how it goes and how much stronger she gets. In addition, they will be immune to knockback, and all elemental attuned damage they take will be reduced by 10% as long as they have at least 1 stack, but they will lose 1 stack each time they take damage. So this means you can't just get hit all the time, because you will lose your stacks, so you have to play very carefully with her. Which is a good thing, I think, because now you have to actually dodge and stuff like that, so you don't lose your stacks that you need to deal a lot of damage. So she may be a character that has a higher skill ceiling than others, but we'll see. She's also a stun resistant character, and this is what's most interesting for me. Her skill, she has just a plain skill damage plus 30% ability. That's crazy. So I'm kind of wondering if you should, for example, put maybe on her helpless shield, her shared skills. Maybe put 2 attack skills on there, so you can do way more damage, like probably Renzel and something else, just so you can use skills while you are building up the perfect escorts effects. This is really crazy. Like, this just makes me think that her Perfect Order 2 may do tons of damage. Like, it's risky to keep the stacks, and you need to get a high reward for being able to keep the stacks. So, seems really cool. Super interested to see her mods on this. If you're asking me if you should summon, I would say yes, purely based on her character and her design. And I think her kit looks like she could be really, really strong. So very excited to see that. And that's the one thing I wanted to mention, because she kind of looks like she could be really good with Styx. Because maybe if you're not using your shared skills to attack and use the skill damage stuff, it could take more than a minute or around a minute to charge her Perfect Order attack, and then the ability from Styx could come in handy. So that would mean that you could have a 200% increase on Catherine's skill 2, because this doesn't seem to be a attack skill. So I'm scrolling up and down here, because this skill only triggers when you use her skill 2. So could be good on her, but we'll have to see on that. So that's basically it. Gala starts tomorrow. I will pull on this, definitely 100%. Please subscribe to me so you will see my pull video and other stuff. I do battle stuff, I do weird top 5 lists, and please tell me in the comments if you are going to summon on this video. Are you going to summon on my video? Are you trying to summon me as your new Dragalia Lost unit? No, if you're going to summon on this banner, I think you really should. If you have some Vermite and summoning vouchers left. I mean, we just had 2 facility events that gave us ton of Vermite and tickets, so you probably have some stuff left. There's no collab coming to worry about, so I think you should summon on this, definitely. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed me talking for 20 minutes, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!